as I walked out in the streets of Laredo. As I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all wrapped in white linen, wrapped in white linen, as cold as the clay. By the looks of your outfit, I see you're a cowboy. These words he did speak as I gaily strode by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. I'm shot in the breast and I'm dying today. You know, the cowboys on the old-time ranches were very loyal to each other. And one night in Winslow at the Wigwam Saloon, a couple of cowboys from the Hashknife ranch were sitting in the saloon, and they ordered themselves a couple of drinks. And before they could drink their whiskey, they noticed that some money was being counted at a table nearby, and they thought it would be a good idea to rob those fellows. So they robbed them of about $300 in cash, and out the back door they went. The sheriff and his deputy showed up. They couldn't be found anywhere, but as they were looking around, they found a few silver dollars on the ground near the railroad track, and they figured that maybe they had jumped on a slow-moving freight train. They rode the freight train over to Two Guns, just about 25 miles east of Flagstaff, and for a couple of years, Two Guns was the railhead where the railroad ended before they put a bridge over Diablo Canyon. And it was quite a rough little town. Had 14 saloons, 10 gambling halls, 4 dance saloons, and it was the little short street that all of this took place on was quite a rough area, and they had shootings every day, and this was where the cowboys had run to. Now the sheriff and his deputy rode the train over, and they were talking to the fellow who ran the trading post there when the very culprits they were seeking walked out into the street. The sheriff and his deputy called out for them to stop, and they said, "Nobody's going to search us, nobody's going to stop us." The 4 men squared off at a very close range, maybe 5 or 6 feet. Both began firing. Both of them, or all 4 of them rather, emptied their guns. One of the outlaws was shot in the head, killed instantly. One of the other outlaws was shot in the shoulder, and he got off a shot which went through the sheriff's coat but did not injure the sheriff. They buried the dead cowboy. The other guy was sent off to Yuma, where he served 9 years in prison. Now, when the fellow Hashknife cowboys heard what happened, they got to talking, and they remarked that the dead cowboy had not had a chance to finish the drink that he had ordered. 15 of them got on the train, rode it to Two Guns. They borrowed a shovel, dug up the cowboy, and they gave him a drink. Someone there had an old Kodak, and they took a picture. There's a picture of the Hashknife cowboys and their fellow cowboy who got a final drink, and that's just a little bit of cowboy justice there over at Two Guns, Arizona. And now you know the rest of the story. We beat the drum slowly, we played the fife lowly, we played the dead march as we carried him along. For we all loved our comrade, so brave, young, and handsome. We all loved our comrade, although he done wrong. So folks, I'm Tony Norris. Until next week, and I'll see you right here at the historic Weatherford Hotel in downtown Flagstaff.